Welcome to Fun Facts Daily, your source for just the good stuff. Monday through Friday, we're bringing fun facts and news you can use, all carefully curated to uplift and inform. So give yourself a break, relax, and learn something awesome in just a few minutes every day. Hi everyone, I'm Kyle Wood. It's winter in the northern hemisphere where I live, and I'm sitting through a snowstorm, so I thought, what better topic for the day than hot cocoa? But before we get into the facts, let's warm up our brains with a little challenge to see if you can tell fact from fiction. Consider this. Many people often use the terms hot cocoa and hot chocolate interchangeably, assuming they're just different names for the same delicious chocolatey drink. But is that true? Are hot chocolate and hot cocoa the same? Or is there actually a difference between the two beverages? What do you think? We'll find out at the end of the episode. Now for your word of the day. Our word for today is Theobroma. That's Theobroma. Theobroma is the scientific genus name for the cacao tree, the plant that provides the beans we use to make chocolate and cocoa powder. If you were to look up the cacao tree in a botany textbook, you would see it listed as Theobroma cacao. It's an evergreen tree native to the tropical regions of the Americas, and its seeds are the absolute essential ingredient for the winter drink we all love. The etymology can actually tell you quite a bit about the word and how ancient cultures valued this plant. It comes from the Greek words theos, meaning God, and broma, meaning food. So Theobroma literally translates to the food of the gods. The name was bestowed upon the tree by the famous Swedish scientist Carl Linnaeus in the 18th century, likely acknowledging the delicious taste of chocolate and its high value in Aztec and Mayan civilizations, where it was indeed considered a divine gift. Time for your daily high five, our top 5 fun facts about hot cocoa. Number 1, the original version of hot cocoa was actually a spicy, cold beverage rather than a sweet, hot one. Thousands of years ago, the Mayan and Aztec civilizations were the first to consume chocolate, but it looked nothing like the marshmallow-topped drink we enjoy today. They created a drink called Chocolatl, which was made by grinding cocoa beans and mixing them with water, cornmeal, and chili peppers to create a bitter, frothy concoction. It wasn't sweetened with sugar. The sugar we use today wasn't available in the Americas at the time, and it was usually consumed cold or at room temperature during special ceremonies. When Spanish explorers brought chocolate back to Europe, the drink underwent a massive transformation to suit European palates. They removed chili peppers and began adding cane sugar, cinnamon, and eventually milk to cut the natural bitterness of pure cacao. It became a fashionable luxury drink among the aristocracy in Spain and France, eventually evolving into the warm, sweet comfort food we recognize today. Number 2. Drinking hot cocoa can actually improve your ability to solve problems and boost blood flow to your brain. Scientific studies have shown that cocoa is rich in flavonols, which are a type of plant nutrient known for their antioxidant properties. Researchers found that when people consumed a drink rich in cocoa flavonols, they experienced improved oxygenation in the brain, which helped them perform better on complex cognitive tests. This suggests that your cozy winter drink isn't just comforting to your soul, it actually provides measurable fuel that helps your brain function more efficiently. And the benefits extend beyond brain power. These same antioxidants help improve heart health and lower blood pressure. But it's important to note that the processing method of cocoa matters significantly. Dutch processing or alkalizing cocoa can remove many of these healthy compounds. To get the maximum brain boosting benefit, you generally want to look for natural cocoa powder or dark chocolate with a high percentage of cocoa solids. Number 3. The world's largest cup of hot chocolate was effectively a swimming pool of sweetness that was enjoyed by thousands. In 2018, the community of Uruapan, Mexico, set a Guinness World Record for the largest cup of hot chocolate ever made. To achieve this massive feat, they created a vat that held 1,272.3 gallons, or just over 4,800 liters, of semi-sweet hot chocolate. It took a massive, coordinated effort of local chefs and volunteers to mix the chocolate with milk and keep it at the proper temperature for serving. The event was organized not just to break the record, but to celebrate Three Kings Day, a major holiday in Mexico where hot chocolate is traditionally served. Heating that much liquid required industrial burners, and they had a custom-made container that looked like a giant mug. But the best part is, at the end of the event, thousands of people were able to grab a cup and enjoy a piece of history together. Number 4. Scientists suggest the color of the mug you drink from can actually change the way hot cocoa tastes. A study conducted by the Polytechnic University of Valencia and the University of Oxford discovered that the mug you drink from can actually alter your perception of flavor. I do want to say maybe take this with a grain of salt because it's a relatively small sample size, but the experiment had 57 participants drink the exact same hot chocolate from different colored mugs. They reported that the chocolate tasted sweeter and more aromatic when served in an orange or cream-colored cup. Conversely, when the drink was served in a white or red cup, participants didn't rate the flavor as highly. Researchers say the phenomenon boils down to how our brains integrate visual information with our sense of taste before the food even hits our tongue. The orange color may enhance the brain's anticipation of chocolate, triggering a response that amplifies the sweetness and richness we experience. So, if you want to make a better mug of cocoa, the secret might literally be a better mug. And our fifth and final fun fact for today: hot cocoa was once used as a prescribed medicine for a variety of ailments. From the 16th to the 19th centuries, chocolate wasn't just found in candy shops, it was a staple in the apothecary's cabinet. French and English doctors frequently prescribed hot chocolate to treat patients suffering from liver disease, stomach aches, and just general fatigue. Because cocoa is high in calories and fat, it was seen as an excellent way to help patients gain weight and restore their energy levels after a long illness. Now, today, we obviously know hot cocoa isn't a cure-all. These early doctors might have actually been onto something regarding the mood-elevating properties of the drink. Cocoa triggers the brain to release endorphins and serotonin, which are natural chemicals that reduce pain and increase feelings of well-being. This creates a genuine physiological effect where a warm cup of cocoa can help soothe a bad mood, which is probably why so many people have considered it the ultimate comfort food for centuries. Now for some news you can use. If you want to elevate your homemade hot cocoa from good to gourmet chef level, check your spice cabinet. First, you might try adding half a teaspoon of instant espresso powder and a tiny pinch of salt to your dry cocoa mix before you add the milk. Neither of these will make your drink taste like coffee or salt. Instead, they act as flavor magnifiers that deepen the roasted notes of the chocolate and cut the sweetness just enough to make it taste richer. You want to whisk these in right at the beginning so they dissolve completely in the chocolate. Now, if you want a warmer, more complex flavor profile, try infusing your milk while it heats up. Add a cinnamon stick or a tiny pinch, like 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper to the milk as it simmers on the stove. Let it steep for about 5 minutes to release the oils from the spices, then remove the cinnamon stick before serving. The heat from the cayenne won't burn your mouth, but it will provide a gentle warming sensation in the back of your throat that mimics the original Aztec recipe I mentioned earlier. And finally, remember, timing can be critical when it comes to extracts. If you want to add some vanilla or peppermint extract, never add it while the liquid is boiling. The heat can actually cook off the delicate flavor compounds. Instead, stir in about half a teaspoon of your favorite extract right after you take the mug off the heat, just before serving. This ensures the aroma stays potent and fresh. And of course, be sure to serve it in a nice orange mug with a generous bit of whipped cream on top. Now for the moment you've been waiting for. At the beginning of the episode, I asked, do you think hot cocoa and hot chocolate are actually interchangeable? Do they both mean the same thing? Well, technically, that's a fallacy. While we often use the words interchangeably, they are different. Hot cocoa is made from cocoa powder, which is the cocoa bean with the cocoa butter or the fat removed. This results in a lighter drink that's usually sweetened with sugar and mixed with milk. Hot chocolate, also referred to as drinking chocolate, is made by taking actual bars of chocolate, which still contains the cocoa butter, and melting them down into cream or hot milk. The result is a much thicker, richer, and less sweet beverage compared to hot cocoa. So if you want something light and sweet, go for cocoa. But if you want something rich and decadent, go for the drinking chocolate. Now, I hope you enjoyed learning a bit about hot chocolate and hot cocoa with me today, and be sure to tune in every weekday for even more fun facts. Fun Facts Daily is an Airwave Media podcast. It was written, recorded, mixed, and edited by me, Kyle Wood. Thanks for sharing a part of your day with me. Be sure to follow Fun Facts Daily on your favorite podcast app so you can keep the good stuff coming your way every day. And if you like the show, please do me a favor and leave a kind rating, review, or just tell your friends about it.